Welcome to the Deep Dives. Today, we're jumping straight into the world of email phishing.
A persistent threat, unfortunately.
Definitely. And our mission today, using a really practical guide, is to give you the skills to spot these attacks by understanding email headers.
Right, those hidden details.
We'll cover what phishing is, the common tricks, different types, and, yeah, most importantly, how you can look at those email details to see where it really came from.
It's kind of amazing how effective phishing still is, isn't it? Even with all the tech defenses.
It really is.
And for you listening, getting this gives you a vital layer of security, personal, professionally, all of it.
The real aha moment comes when you realize just how much info is hiding right there under the surface of the email.
Exactly. Beneath the sender name and subject line.
Okay, so let's break it down. Phishing. What exactly are we talking about?
Well, fundamentally, it's using fake emails, deceptive ones, to trick you into giving up information or, installing malware.
Deception is the key word there. They're pretending.
Absolutely. And it's interesting, the guide mentions interns are often targets.
Oh, right. Seen as maybe less experienced. A way in.
Potentially, yeah. Which just highlights that awareness, knowing what to look for, is really your first best defense.
It's that asymmetry, isn't it? The attacker just needs to succeed once.
While you need to be vigilant every single time, it's tough.
So what about the common tricks, the tactics they use?
Oh, they definitely play on psychology.
Like that sense of urgency, act now or your account gets locked, that kind of thing.
Precisely. Or impersonation.
Yeah.
Pretending to be your bank, maybe a social media site.
Even your own CEO asking for an urgent transfer. That happens.
It does. And then there are the lures, tempting offers like gift cards or threats, click this link or face consequences.
Classic manipulation tactics. Bypassing rational thought.
They really are. Hitting those buttons, urgency, trust, reward, fear.
And it's not just one flavor of attack either, is it?
No, there's quite a range.
You've got spear phishing, which is super targeted, right? Using personal details against specific people.
Yeah, often people in finance, IT, HR, those with valuable access, they do their homework first.
Then there's whaling, going after the big fish, the executives.
Exactly. High-level targets for potentially massive fraud or data theft.
And we shouldn't forget phishing that's phishing over the phone.
Correct. Voice phishing. Plus, you briefly mentioned smishing, using SMS texts.
And clone phishing, too, where they copy a real email but swap in a bad link or attachment.
It's quite the toolkit they have, which really brings us back to why looking deeper is so crucial.
Right, looking beyond just the text in the email body. And that's where analyzing the email headers comes in.
The hidden part.
Think of them like the itinerary or the postal markings on a letter. Stuff that's harder to fake convincingly.
Yeah, they show the actual path the email took, its real origin. Attackers can easily fake the from address, you see.
But the headers often tell a different story.
And while they look technical, maybe a bit intimidating at first, they're basically just a log of the servers the email passed through.
Knowing just a few key things to look for can often expose the lie.
So, practically speaking, how do you actually see these headers?
It varies a bit, but most email programs have an option like Show Original or View Message Details, usually under a More menu like 3 dots or maybe File, then Properties.
A quick search for your specific email client, Gmail, Outlook, whatever, will show you the steps.
Okay, so you've opened the headers. What are the red flags? What are you looking for?
Good question. One big one is inconsistency in the sender info.
Like the from address is one thing, maybe yourcompany.com, but the reply to or return path points somewhere else, like a random Gmail address.
Exactly. That's suspicious. Also, look at the received lines. This shows the path.
Does it show servers you wouldn't expect, like an email supposedly from your local bank routing through, I don't know, Eastern Europe?
Right. Unexpected geographical locations or server names are definite red flags. Think a PayPal email seemingly coming from Taiwan?
What about authentication? SPF, DKIM, DMARC?
Ah, yes. Those are crucial. Think of them as digital verification checks. SPF checks if the sending server is authorized for that domain. DKIM adds a digital signature. DMRC tells receiving servers what to do if checks fail.
So if you see SPF pass and DKIM pass, that's generally good.
It's a positive sign, yes. But if those checks fail, or if they're missing entirely, you should be very cautious. Some clients like Outlook might even warn you directly about unverified senders.
And finally, just scrutinize the sender's address itself, right? Mismatched names in emails, Big companies supposedly using public domains like Gmail or Hotmail.
Or those subtle misspellings designed to trick your eye, like a mazarin with a zero, or extra words crammed into the domain name.
It's really about looking for those discrepancies, isn't it? Comparing what they claim to be with the technical evidence.
Precisely. Does the story hold up?
So boiling it down, what are the general best practices to stay safe day to day?
Well, number one, be cautious with unsolicited emails. If you weren't expecting it, treat it with suspicion.
Verify the sender through another channel, like going to the official website or calling a known number.
Absolutely. Don't just trust the email. And hover your mouse over links before clicking to see the actual destination URL. Is it what you expect?
Good tip. And definitely avoid downloading unexpected attachments. If you need to go to a website, type the address directly into your browser yourself.
Yes. Also, be wary of that urgent or threatening language we talked about. Legitimate places usually don't pressure you like that.
Strong, unique passwords and multi-factor authentication are key too.
Essential hygiene. And watch out for generic greetings like, "Dear customer." Reputable companies often use your name. Oh, and report suspicious emails.
Right. Flag it to your IT department or use the report phishing button in your email client. It helps protect everyone.
Exactly. These aren't just theoretical risks either. The impact is real.
We've seen massive data breaches start with phished credentials, like Sony Pictures.
Millions lost in finance scams where attackers impersonated executives, that Ubiquiti case, for example.
Or that huge fraud against Google and Facebook using fake invoices. That was essentially a type of phishing.
And even critical infrastructure, like the Colonial Pipeline attack, reportedly involved compromised credentials, possibly via phishing initially.
It really underscores the serious consequences these seemingly simple emails can have.
High stakes indeed. It shows how versatile phishing is as an attack vector.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. We've taken a deep dive into the often tricky world of email phishing.
Focusing on how analyzing those email headers, the stuff usually ignored, can really pull back the curtain.
You should now have some practical steps and things to look for to examine those digital fingerprints and spot potential threats.
And maybe this leaves you with a thought. In our digital world, where things aren't always what they seem online, what other interactions might deserve a closer look, a bit more critical evaluation?
That's a great question to ponder.